Are we back on?
Yes.
All right, we're back on, guys. Sorry we got disconnected there. I did not advance very far in the stitch out, so I want to do a quick recap in case we did get disconnected from our live stitch out. If you guys are tuning back in or able to see me, hello, I'm still here. We are doing the stuffed acorn design from the September All Access of this year. For those curious what those look like, we got these cute little guys here. I am stitching out number 7, which is the gnome. So far we have done our first hooping, and the video should be either able to be played back or we'll upload it in different parts for you guys so you can follow along with the full instruction. Should I wait, Madison?
Someone just said, yeah, back on.
Yes, back on. Hi, you're back. Okay, so I'm seeing some comments that you can see me. I'm hoping they can see me. We are still stitching out that acorn design for you guys. I'm going to give it another second or two to see some more messages. If you guys are seeing me, comment below and let me know that you see me back on the camera for you guys. Yes, I see someone. Danette says I'm back. I hope so. I haven't continued stitching. I'm waiting for you guys. All right. We're going to hope everyone can still see me.
Yeah.
We're good to go? All right. We'll do a quick recap again so you guys can see where I'm at. So I have stitched out in our first hooping the first half of the stuffed acorn design. So here it is. It does get that loop laying downwards, and you'll see why later. But for now, we're going to leave it like this. So here is our first stitch out that we did in the first hooping, and we have moved on to our second hooping. And in our second hooping, we followed the same steps. We got a little trim happy, so ignore that. There should be seam allowance here. So we want it to look just like this one, but embroidered on. So we ran our decorative embroidery steps, and currently I am on step number 16, excuse me, I'm on step 16 out of 17. So if you guys are following along with me and stitching out SA7, which is the gnome design, we should have one more decorative step before we start finishing him off. So I am doing the little berry details. All right. All right, so as we continue out the stitch out for number 7, we are doing the last decorative step for this guy. And then I'm going to show you how we put the two pieces together. So earlier in our first hooping, which you can go back and check out, we have created the blank back for our acorn, and we're going to end up needing this to apply in the second hooping. So what I'm going to do is trim it down a little bit. I'm going to take a nice pair of scissors, and we're going to leave about a 1/2 inch raw edge around the outside tacking stitch. Now, you don't have to sit here with a ruler and try to figure it out precisely, but give a good eyeball and just give yourself some wiggle room, because we do need a seam allowance, but we don't need all that extra fabric. I did have a giveaway started.
So let's start again.
So I'll start the word, we'll pick a new word. How about live? Does that work? Yeah. We'll use the keyword as live. So we'll scratch the gnome giveaway if you guys were hearing that one. We'll start a new one, and we'll pick someone at random if you do the keyword live in the comment section, because we're back in live. And then I will give a gift card out to that person. All right. So we're still doing those little berry details right there. And I am trimming away that extra fabric. So now I have this acorn trimmed down, looking just like this. And we are going to move any extra materials out of the way, and we'll prep our hoop for the second part. All right. Oh, I lied. We have 2 more berries left. He's still going. So again, if you guys were following along, your 2 acorns should look similar. We do want a seam allowance on both hoopings. So this one's just a little bit shorter, and it is just fine. And again, I wanted to remind you guys, since we did get cut out, that this stuffed acorns was from September 2021. We are doing that at $15. So it is on a huge sale. It's normally $34.95. So that's more than 50% off, you guys. Be sure to check that out. And we have linked it in the video description or in the comments. It's been pinned for you guys. So somewhere in there, you should be able to find a link to it. But if not, definitely hop over to AnitaGoodDesign.com and check out in the search bar the stuffed acorns. You guys can grab yourselves a copy until the 12th, which is this Sunday. So if you want it while it's on special, snag it before the weekend is over.
Okay, we have our winner.
We have a winner. Who is our keyword live? Who is our winner?
It is Miss Jillian Smith.
Miss Jillian Smith, congratulations and thank you for tuning back in, even though we had a bit of a technical mishap there. So Miss Jillian will receive a $20 gift card. Just reach out to Customer Experience and let them know you're a winner during our live stitch out. And we are about to be done with this guy. So for you guys to see where we're at, we have our 2 pieces of our acorn. Again, this one should have some seam allowance, so just let's use our imaginations. And we are going to take our first hooping acorn and we are going to lay it right side facing down directly over the one that is in the hoop. Now the goal here is to use the tacking stitch to help line it up. So if you see me here, I'm peeling it back and kind of comparing where everything lays. And this is something that's harder to do on camera, so you guys get to watch me position it, and then you can be doing the same. So we will use our trusty tape again. For those that like to know, I love sharing what notions we use. This is the Perfect Stick embroidery tape by R&K. It does come in this nice bright pink color, and it is extremely sticky, so it will help you with all of your projects. So I'm going to take some of that tape and I am going to make sure I position it. I'll hold this up for them too as well. Don't worry, Madison's like, I'm going to try to show them. I will show you guys what I'm doing, one step at a time. So I put a piece of tape at the top just to flap it there so you guys can see. So we are going to attempt to line up the acorns at their tacking stitch line. So essentially they would both have some seam allowance there, and you would want to line them up using that tacking stitch. So I've taped the top, and I'm going to add a few more pieces of tape and just secure it all the way around where I want it to be joined. And an important thing to remember is this is a stuff and turn kind of project, so there will be a gap left at the bottom, which I'll show you once we tack it down. And so now I have it taped nice and secure. So you can see here, let's swoop, try to help you with your focus. There, I got it back in focus for you. So we want to tape on at least 4 sides. I like it nice and secure so it won't bounce or shift. And we're going to pop it back into the machine and run the last step. So that last step will be a 2-ply tacking stitch to go around the shape of the acorn, but it is going to leave a small turning gap. And I'll show you what that looks like so you can see how we use it. My lining up is spot on, you guys. It's tacking right on the line. Oh, she spoke too soon. Then it misaligned itself. And again, you guys, oh, I didn't even mention our awesome flash sale product yet, and we are getting to the end of our design, so I want to make sure you guys are paying attention here. We have a flash sale product as well. So not only are we doing the stuffed acorns at a huge discount till Sunday, again, that's $15, I believe, so that's more than half off. But you guys should also check out our autumn votive bags. So we are doing these, are also a project. This is from August of 2015. So if you were an All Access member then, you might have recognized these. We restitched them in some fun, bright fabrics, but this is one of our past collections. And we are doing a flash sale on this one. So you guys can snag this just in time for fall at 50% off. So that would make these, I believe, $17. Very cute, and you put a little LED tea light on the inside. And you can see that sheer organza there, it would glow from the inside out. So very pretty, you can line them by your doorstep or on a little entryway table. And they make a great fall present as well. But those are on flash sale, so don't miss out on these, you guys. Again, the autumn votive bags. Can't believe I almost forgot those. I saw them sitting here. And I'll go over it again before we say goodbye for you guys. But now that I have tacked down my 2 pieces of the acorn, I'm gonna go ahead and remove that extra tape. And then I'll show you what we're working with so you guys can see. All right, so with it secured, there is our tacking stitch. You can see it nice and dark around it, and it did leave that gap over here. So to finish it off, I'm gonna pop him out of the hoop and set my hoop aside. And then again, we can use scissors to trim. And I'm gonna just match the seam allowance of that first one. If you guys wanna do a little bit tighter, you can even do a 1/4 inch. Should be just fine. And now, if you guys have been following along, you'll understand why we wanted our ribbon to tuck inwards. That way you don't cut it off at the end. There's a method to the madness. All right, so we do have our finished acorn here. And you'll see we have that turning gap for it. So in order to flip it, we're just going to take our finger through and feed one end of it through the gap. And we'll see how nimbly I can do this. There we go. If you guys have a turning tool, that helps as well, but I can pop it out just fine. And again, there is our little ribbon sticking out at the top. So once you flip it, it should pop out into the correct direction. And I'm just using my hand to kind of poke out the corners, but you guys can, again, use a turning tool if you would like. So there it is. Isn't that so cute? Again, this would be stuffed with polyfill. I'm going to leave the stuffing and sewing to you guys at home, but I do have some of those finished ones here to show you. And you can see how we did it in some different colors too. So you can definitely change up the look of the acorns, try different textured fabrics, but I hope you guys enjoyed this stitch out. I wanted to recap before the end of the video, and then I'll take any questions if you guys have them. But again, we were doing those stuffed acorns, and those came out for September 2021 All Access. And they are on discount for you guys until the 12th, which is on Sunday. So if you want to snag a copy of the acorns, do so before Sunday. And then as well as our flash sale product for you guys, these adorable autumn votive bags. 50% off project for you guys for the holidays. Gotta love Thanksgiving. Everyone loves Christmas, but we forget about how fun Thanksgiving is. So that is on sale as well. And did I have any questions, Lauren, before I sign off?
So just remind them that the videos will stay on our YouTube page
Yes.
for them to rewatch them.
Yes, you guys, I know that there was a disconnect there. The videos are on our YouTube page for you to watch, and you can go back and watch them at any point. So feel free to do so, and the beauty of that is you can even pause it while you're playing it and follow along. So feel free to check out this video as well as all the other great videos we have on our YouTube channel, and thanks for joining, you guys.
And then join us next.
And yes, join us next week for next week's live stitch out.